Arkansas bringing the number 3 team in the country that has been playing pretty well. I mean, they only have one loss on their schedule to Georgia, and Arkansas only loses to them by 10. Let's talk about it. So, Arkansas, we all know, definitely has some games they could have been number one. Arkansas' schedule could be totally be flipped around. Take the Oklahoma State game. Like I say, Ole Miss did what they wanted to. LSU did what they wanted to. Take the Texas A&M game. Those two games right there that you could turn around and it could be on the opposite side of the ball. It could be on the opposite side, but it's not. Realistically, we're 3-4 in conference, 5-5 overall. So we played the Texas Longhorn. Texas is a good ball club. Texas has a nice defense. Texas has an offense that it's not just crazy, honestly. But somehow Sarkisian can make it to where they are just mad explosive. And it be off the little bubble routes, little screen routes, and things like that. It ain't always just big go routes downfield. I don't know how Stark does it, but he does it. And Arkansas was able to not let them have so many explosive plays. I mean, I just know one that they scored a touchdown on, blown coverage by Arkansas, but that was pretty much it. Other than that, man, this ball game was really, really, really close. I mean, Texas couldn't pull away. Arkansas just couldn't get going. We're going to talk about that right now. Arkansas did not put up no points in the first half. None. Texas put up 10 in the first half, 10 in the second half. And Arkansas put up 10 in the second half. Well, we should have scored, but we get down to the red zone, and I don't know, we just couldn't punch it in. Arkansas couldn't punch it in. We tried, but we just couldn't punch it in. Arkansas got started way too late. A team like Texas, you got to get on them guys early because they're eventually going to find their groove. You know what I'm saying? Georgia got on their head. You have to get on their head in order to beat teams ranked like this. How we did Tennessee. We have to do that stuff constantly when we play these good teams like this. But I'm not mad. I'm mad because we lost, because we could have won. But I'm not mad because we didn't get blew out like all the other teams have been getting blown out. Only two teams have kept this game close. Georgia kept it close with Texas because they beat them. And then Vanderbilt, which is not a bad team, kept it close. They only lost by 3. Then you go Arkansas, plays them. We only lose by 10. We was going down to score again before we fumbled. All right. And I got to throw this in there because people want to keep hollering about Sam Pittman. I get Sam Pittman recruits the players. All right. We all know Sam Pittman is in a tough conference, right? Yes. Sam Pittman has never been a head coach, right? Yes. But Sam Pittman ain't the one on this field playing. He's not. We don't know if Sam Pittman telling Petrino don't put this cat in, telling Wilson, what's his name, the defense coordinator, don't put this play. We don't know for sure. We can only speculate because he's the head coach. But what we do know is Sam Pittman gave these guys full reins on what they want to do on offensive and defensive. Oh, the OC and DC, they got full reign. So they put in who they need to put in. They put in who they want to put in. But yet, at the end of the day, we always want to holler, Sam Pittman this, Sam Pittman that. Because Sam Pittman ain't no coach that just going to jump down people's throat and things like that. That ain't his way of coaching. Everybody don't coach the same. You get what I'm saying? So I just had to throw that in there. You know, these guys rally around Sam. We're going to get Sam back next year. And I hope Sam Pittman can prove everybody that's hating on him wrong. I really hope so. But let's get back to this, man. Let's go to the stats. Quinn Ewers did not play very well. 20 of 32. 176, 2 TDs, QBR rating of 62. Taylor Green, 17 of 25, 149 passing. No TDs, 1 interception, QBR rating of 50.6. Both quarterbacks got a lot of work to do. Both quarterbacks are sometimes late. Both quarterbacks, well, Taylor Green has to learn how to move up in the pocket. Taylor Green has to learn how to take what the defense give him. Like yesterday, Taylor Green had a lot of times where he could have ran for 10 plus yards instead of sitting back in the pocket and trying to scramble out. He has to learn how to move in the pocket instead of always trying to run outside the pocket. That gets him sacked a lot. This is the SEC. You're not going to always be able to run away from these defensive linemen. Some of these guys are just as fast as you, running 4.5s, 4.4s. You're not going to always be able to get on the outside. Yeah, the offensive line got better in the second half. But we need 4 quarters put together. Don't get me wrong. Taylor Green was making some plays, but we was also dropping the ball. Armstrong had a drop. Brodin had some drops. I mean, Taylor Green didn't just play flat out terrible, but he did miss some plays. He did miss some things that he should have hit. Like I say, that one touchdown, Jaquinton Jackson for a go route. I mean, he ran it basically like a little wheel route. Wide open. Taylor Green got sacked. It's stuff like that we cannot afford to do against these good ball teams. It's stuff like that we have to find out how to get when it comes to the portal, when it comes to recruiting. Because you're going to compete in the SEC, you got to get those 5 stars and 4 stars. And even not, you got to find out how to develop them 5 stars and 4 stars. You get what I'm saying? It's just Arkansas is not getting there right now. Isaiah Bond didn't go crazy. This really was a nice running game. Blue for Texas really did really well. 14 carries, 83 yards. And it was so nice for Arkansas having Jaquinton Jackson back. He was able to carry the ball 11 times for 56 yards and even scored. That was the score we came back in the second half, in the third quarter, was able to put up 7 points. The momentum changed, but it's just Texas went right back down there, fourth quarter, and scored. You know what I'm saying? It's like Arkansas would find that momentum, and then Texas responded the way you should respond on the road, is with a touchdown. Andrew Armstrong, 6 of 74. The guy's gonna play at the next level. He just has that kind of skill. Isaiah, 2 of 24. There was some bad calls made in this game too. They picked up a pass interference call that should have stayed because he hit the guy in the back before the ball even got to him. I mean, he was just a second early, but pass interference is pass interference. But that did not lose us the game, so I don't want you guys to think that. I'm just saying it was some calls that was like, but we have to play better. And I was talking about earlier, Taylor Green having to stay in the pocket, right? Well, it's kind of hard to stay in the pocket when you're getting sacked 6 times. Yep, sacked 6 times. Arkansas only got 2 sacks. We had 9 tackles for losses, and so did they. We had 4 pass deflections. They only had 2. So, I mean, like I said, it wasn't a bad game. This game, was it just both defenses were really good, or were both offenses just poor? I'm going to say the defenses did play good, but the offenses did not. The offenses did not play nowhere near what they could really do. Okay? Team stats. Arkansas had a total of 149 yards passing, and Texas had a total of 176. Rushing. Texas had 139, Arkansas had 82. Total yards for Texas, 315. Total yards for Arkansas, 231. And Arkansas has only been in the 3 range. But I'm not mad about this game, man. Arkansas didn't shut up quit. They didn't quit. The crowd stayed in it. I mean, just there at the end, we just couldn't finish. We have to find a way to keep finishing, man. They got to find a way to finish. Arkansas played Louisiana Tech. They got a shot at being bowl eligible. We got a chance to win the next 2 games, that's for sure. Texas is going to make the college playoffs for sure. Their next 2 games, they have to play Kentucky and Texas A&M. Not no guaranteed wins, man. Kentucky has already spoiled Ole Miss with a loss. So Kentucky, man, they have to watch out for Kentucky. And Texas A&M, to me, is one of the better teams in the conference. One of the better teams in the conference in the SEC. That's not gonna be no pushover game at all. So we just gotta wait and see, man. Like I said, Texas A&M, it's not gonna be no pushover game. They're ranked number 15 in the country for a reason. We're just gonna have to wait and see what's going on. So yeah, Arkansas loses to Texas 20-10. I'm not mad about how we lost, but I am mad that we lost. But on to the next week. Let's try to get bowl eligible, and let's see if we can, after the season, get a recruiting class up, hit the transfer portal hard, and let's see what we do for next year.